The axing of DA MP Andrew Whitfield as Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry is what sparked this furore. Party leader John Steenhuisen says he and the party are tired of the disrespect shown by President Cyril Ramaphosa and that it is considering its options. If the motion is tabled, the Speaker of the NA, after proper consultation, will decide if the motion is compliant. She will then schedule a time for the debate. Political parties in Parliament have shared their views on this possible scenario.
In any form of coalition, and the government of national unity in our case, contradictions are inherent, and such contradictions must be managed with a high level of maturity and in a way that reassures the people of South Africa about our commitment to drive the agenda towards building a better life for all. We condemn in the strongest terms the threat towards the vote of no confidence, which we believe is irresponsible.
Given the dire consequences it may have for the future of the nation. We already have many challenges, and the electorate are expecting political leaders to work together to find solutions to high levels of crime, unemployment, and poverty. We trust that there will be other ways to resolve the differences between leaders in the government of national unity.
The DA made a decision to go into the GNU. That's a decision that they must live with. And they mustn't think they're going to corral the rest of the political parties in Parliament into going along to get their own objectives served through a motion of no confidence. But anyway, there is no motion of no confidence yet. And in such time that does develop, we will consider what we will do based on our own thoughts and our own experiences.
So the latest threat, or subtle threat, of a motion to remove the president must be seen in the context of a party that seems unable or unwilling or so divided that they cannot carry through the ultimatums and the threats that they make in the public space. Of course, if they voted to remove President Ramaphosa and they were successful in gaining a majority of the members of the National Assembly, that would be the end of the government of national unity, and they too would lose their seats in the executive.
What we are now witnessing is squabbles between the ANC and the DA, which are producing instability for our nation in the absence of that organizing plan. I think it is absolutely crucial that as the people of this country, we need to call those parties, rather than whether one boycotts a national dialogue or not, for them to be able to urgently dialogue on this issue and resolve it.
Who do they think they are? We shall defend the motion of no confidence. We shall defend it. They think they have all the cards. We are ready. We can't be working with people. At this point, they are the most unreliable coalition partner in the history of South African politics.
They're now doing it in the government of national unity, which is so destructive. You cannot have very cordial relationships in the government of national unity, respect and dignity, and then outside the government of unity, engage in these antics which is aimed at disrupting the smooth running of government and the smooth running of the government of national unity.
The opinion that the Democratic Alliance owes this nation that vote of no confidence into the president. It's something they campaigned on, but it's something that they buried. They buried their campaign promise for blue lights and cabinet positions. The DA is never going to call this motion of no confidence. They are in love with the power. They are in love with the opportunity to feast at the taxpayer's expense, and they are never going to forgo blue lights in favor of principle.
While parties like the EFF, UDM and Rise Mzansi say they won't comment on this matter, if the motion is tabled and agreed to and voted on, all parties will play a role in the final decision. And if the majority of MPs vote in favour of a motion of no confidence in the President, then he, his cabinet and deputy ministers will all have to resign. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.